What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 87. It's today returning with two massive games with our Bluebirds as face Brighton away in the penultimate game of the Premier League season, then Arsenal at home in the Champions League semi-final second leg where we need a miracle to make it through to the final. Because of course in the last episode you saw our last two games, the 4-0 victory over Wolves and then of course that 3-0 defeat away at the Emirates, which ended a 30-game unbeaten run. Was it 30 games or 31 games? It was still a very long time. And of course, Arsenal just humiliates us there in London, which does mean that today we're out. There's no way we're going through the Champions League final. And therefore, if we are going to trophy this season, it's going to have to be either the FA Cup at the end of the season or the Premier League. Or of course, despite the win over Wolves, due to Chelsea winning their game, as you can see, they are still top of the table with 2 games to go, which means destiny is in their own hands, and we are praying for a slip up today because the final 2 games of the Premier League season see us take on Brighton away from home at the Amex, who right now, by the way, are still not mathematically safe yet, despite being 5 points clear of Leeds in 18th place. And also Chelsea are away against Spurs, clinging on for a 4th spot and Champions League football next year. So both teams, both our opponents today have got a lot to play for, but of course we're going for the title. And on the final day, as we know, Chelsea are at home to Fulham and we're at home to the Boroughs. You say these are bankers for both the teams here with little to play for our opponents, but today, I mean, look, if it's going to happen, if there's going to be a slip up, it's going to be today or not at all. So Spurs, no pressure, lads, but if you don't beat Chelsea, it's all over and it's their title. So let's just dive straight into it. First game of today's episode. Any chance for us winning the title for the first time in the save hinges on what Spurs do in that London derby. I hate the game. We're going to play the 4-2-3-1 tiki-taka style of play. And there was one injury picked up in training. Guilherme is out with a pulled abdominal muscle, and I doubt we'll see him now until the end of the season. So this is our team. Fans is in goal. Barrow, Calvas, Kimpembe, Van Dijk, and Odriozola, Valenia, and Ramsden through the middle. Further forward, Sessegnon on the left, Dennis on the right. The OG is back in the team after his injury kept him out of the midweek game against the Gunners. And up top on his own, going for that 3rd consecutive golden boot, Peleo Maria. And on the bench, Henderson, João Carlos, Stefano, Jason, Rabiot, Sterling, and Pedro Antonio as well. So first game of the 2, penultimate game of the Premier League. Got to win to keep the pressure on and take it to the final day. Come on, you Bluebirds. You might have noticed who's in charge of Brighton. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course, once part of our backroom staff. As I'll keep it calm in the dressing room, keep it calm on the back of that humiliating defeat, and say to the boys, I expect nothing but a win from this match. Clear, concise, you know what to do, boys, come on. Let's at least take it to the final day. You know, at least get a win. At least put the pressure on Chelsea for match day 38. Come on, Cardiff City. If we slip up here, I mean, it's definitely all over. We've got to win both our remaining games to have any chance. I haven't seen a goal update yet from the Spurs game whilst we're still tied at 0-0 here. Once again, controlling a possession battle, but yet to get a chance in still now, which Gonzalez is going to take this cross. It's cleared away. It'll drop to Ramsden. I think it's a penalty. It's a VAR and it's a penalty. It's a penalty for Cardiff, and we've won 2 in our last 4 games, I believe. Carl scored them both and scores this one as well. Puts it into the bottom corner and gives us the breakthrough. Cool, calm and collected. Cocky Carls makes it 1-0. Well, strokes it into the bottom corner past the Australian goalkeeper Ryan. There is the breakthrough. Brighton are anxious due to that goal, and as we take the lead here, the league table was just updated on the right-hand side. I was going to say, for some reason, I hadn't updated. Now it has. We are ahead of Chelsea as things stand as well. As far as we know, they're still dealt at 0-0 against Spurs. But here come Brighton over Albion. Suso, great ball. Not Ben Woodburn. Not Ben Woodburn. Anyone but Ben Woodburn. Fans would have saved. Good stop by the Germans. Still 1-0. As we're coming towards the end of the first half, we do have ourselves a throw. Dennis gives it to Odriozola, who'll whip one into the middle. Cleared by Diakabi though, and go on Ramsden, win that, son. Yes, well done, Alan, as we get possession back in our favour. If we can get a second goal right before half-time, that'll be a kick in the teeth for our host, but a big luxury for us. Ramsden, go for goal, just over the bar. Still 1-0. This is really nervy right now. We're looking to better team out there, but Woodburn going very close. Half-time stood up by a goal, and I'll be interested to score at Spurs. There's been no goal update at all, so I can only assume it's still 0-0. Which it is indeed. Spurs, you are doing us a massive favour, and as things stand, we'll be going top. I'm going to calmly tell the boys at the break, things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. I want us to get a second goal in this second half, so I'll individually criticise the midfield and Palaio up top as well, but make no changes to our tactics as of yet. Second half to begin. At some point, I'm going to up the tempo, try and play at a faster pace and burn Brighton out. But 45 minutes to go, and again, we're still thinking what's going on in the Spurs game. We can win this game if Chelsea get the goal and get themselves in front. It won't matter. Corner, Cardiff, OG, whips one in, headed away, and it's cleared by Brighton. And on the counter, they're looking good as, I see in the top left there, we dropped down a second, so Chelsea must have gone in front. I must have missed a goal. And as Suso plays it in, it's bang, bang. Oh my God, it's a double whammy. Chelsea have gone in front and Brighton have found an equaliser. Esteban Fernandez makes it 1-1. Quick counter by Brighton over Albion. Suso down the left-hand side. No one going close to him. And eventually as he crosses it in, Fernandez beats his man Goncalves to the ball and slots it into the bottom corner. 1-1. Well, it's definitely all over now. Slip up in this game and Chelsea win, then yeah, it's officially all over, isn't it? So, 1-1, and let's just go very attacking now, because otherwise it's all over. Stop working towards the box. You've got to go for goal. Be more direct in your play. Hide the tempo as much as you can. Run at defence. Be more expressive, and also distribute the ball quickly, please, Stefan, as we're still tied at 1-1. And yeah, let's just go for this now. Rabiot on for Goncalves. Ramsden's been poor. Ramsden's been poor in recent weeks. Let's bring on Pedro Antonio for him. And we may as well just go completely all out here looking for a second goal, because we've not even played that well today. We've done okay, but it's not been great. And I mean, I'm just going to go for it now. Sod it, may as well. Let's just see if we can get one late chance to get ourselves back in front. At least keep the pressure on until the final day. Come on, show some passion. At least take it to the final day, boys. At least take it until match day 38. Van Dijk's free kick flicks on by Rabiot. And oh, yes, Pedro. Oh, Spurs! Yes, Pedro Antonio fires it in. And it's a goal at Spurs. It's 1-1 there. And it's 2-1 here. Rabiot flicked on, Antonio strike deflects off Ryan and goes into the back of the net. We're top and we're still playing this stupid system. Oh my God. No, hang on, it's not changed. It's still Chelsea in front. But that can't be right because we're leading and I just saw Spurs got a goal. Pedro Antonio's on the move. Dennis down the right. Crosses, deflected Alenya. 3-1 and surely 3 points in the bag. Alenya bags his brace, but now we are top of the table. Come on, Spurs! Well, I still haven't made the bloody subs. I just realised I still haven't made the subs. I mean, fortune favours the brave, but let's not go mental as Jamal Lascelles plays it back to Matt Ryan. 2 late goals through Pedro Antonio and Alenya might well have given us the 3 points, which should, as things stand, take us top of the table into the final day. We're going, but I'm going to change the tactics. I'm going to leave it. Rabiot to save, I'm going to leave it. Going to bring on the captain, Jason, for Gonzalez for the final few minutes. Why not? Because as things stand, we're going to get that win. Oh, top left, Spurs, you absolute dogs. 2-1. They've compromised the lead, and we've made it 3-1, and that's going to do it. There's the full-time whistle. Cardiff City are going top of the table for matchday 38. Arsenal, you can have the Champions League. I couldn't care less. Get in. I'll passionately say to the boys, a very happy result and the way you played. It turns out they're just going FIFA football for the final few minutes. What did it for us? Pedro Antonio and Carlos Alenya delivered the goods at the death. Spurs with the 2 late goals. Luka Jovic, I don't know how you pronounce that, Mikhail Cuisance with the goals. As Spurs come from behind to win, and that takes them 3rd in the table and guarantees Champions League football. Spurs, you absolute lads. Carlos Alenya has been so good in the recent weeks as well. Very good indeed. He's only got 1 year left in his contract, but he is going to get an extension, no doubt about that, because Alenya has been superb ever since we signed him from Real Betis. For don't forget, at the time it was a club record signing. He's been absolutely phenomenal year after year, either playing deeper or further forward in the advanced playmaker role in our team. And as for Pedro Antonio, he's not been too good this season, even though his stats are improving a little bit. But Antonio with the late goal that set us on our way. He shaved his hair off as well. I love when the new gens and regens do that. I used to have a player called Pep in my FM17 say with Hull. He used to have a ginger mohawk or he'd have a pompadour undercut. I love the variety. But still, Antonio hasn't been that great for us in the past years. The first season was pretty good, 8 goals in 27 with most appearances off the bench. But this year, only the 5 goals in 26. But that goal, one of the biggest he's scored for us in his career. Pedro Antonio setting us on the way. And that's it, we're top of the table heading into match day 38, which means if we win the final game at home to Middlesbrough, we will be crowned champions. Come on, Tottenham Hotspur, you lads! Fuck the Champions League, I'm not one bit arsed about it now, sod it. The Gunners can have it. They can have it. They can go straight into the Champions League final. I am not one bit bothered about it whatsoever. I'm going to field a weakened side on Tuesday night, actually. I couldn't care less. Forget your miracle second leg performance that we saw Liverpool pull off against Barcelona this year. I'm not bothered. They can have the Champions League. We've not won the Premier League once in the save. I want a fully fit side going into that Borough game next weekend. Arsenal, it's yours, lads. And actually, you know, I'm just thinking now, because Spurs got a late winner against... you can play backup left-back now. I think I might play Brahim there, actually, because Brahim we're training him to play there. We are, aren't we? Pretty sure I put him there. Yeah, we did. With Spurs scoring that late winning goal, what I'm realising now is that actually, I think... Jason, got to start Jason. I think actually a draw might be enough against the Borough, because... Yeah, it will be, because if Chelsea win but we get a point due to the goal difference swing, we'll still be crowned champions. So, thinking about it, I could play a stronger lineup on Tuesday, but then it's the possibility of someone getting injured for the final day and us choking. No. We'll worry about the Champions League next year. This year, it's the Premier League. And Spurs have given us an absolute miracle. I'm not turning it up. Champions League, semi-final, second leg, yeah, fielding a weakened side. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I could not care one bit right now. That Premier League title is ours if we win on the final day. So I could not care less. Sorry, you can have the Champions League. You can have the Champions League. We've not won the Premier League once in the entire save. And that means as well, Jason, of course, don't forget, Jason came to us during the season. Where is he here? There he is. Jason came to us during the season and said he felt as though he'd achieved everything he had at the club. And he wanted to leave. And I told him, just, we're saying things here. It's an informal chat. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. And there was more things he could achieve at this club. He's not won the Premier League yet. And yeah, he's not won the Champions League yet, but we're 3-0 down, for goodness sake. Arsenal are going to score. We need to score 5 on Tuesday. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What we can do is win the title next weekend. You've never done that before, Jason. You're going to be 90 minutes away from doing it at home against the Borough. Cardiff up against it ahead of Arsenal clash. That's being kind. Cardiff face the impossible is more likely. Arsenal seen as strong favourites. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. All the pundits are going to be sat in the studio right now. You're going to have some chants from the fans, I'm sure, today. 60 quid to watch the reserves. I don't give a fuck. I couldn't care less, alright? I don't care. We reached the Champions League final back in Season 6. It was a Cinderella run. This year, I'm not arsed, okay? It's the Premier League that we're going for. It's the first year of being in the serious title race, and I could not care less what happens tonight. 4-4 bloody 2. You know, this is just ridiculous. This is the Champions League semi-final, and I don't care. Henderson in goal, but for Ibrahim, Geordie, João Carlos, and Stefano. Why are they ball playing centre-backs? That's not their roles. João Carlos and Geordie and Stefano the back four. Third forward, Rabiot on the left, Sterling on the right, and Jason is going to captain the team out there with McKennie as the box-to-box midfielder. Up top, Pedro Antonio and Dunphy, and on the bench, Fans, Van Dijk, Orm, that Icelandic... It's the Champions League semi-final. That Icelandic kid, I like him. I think he's alright. I think he could have a place in this team in a few years' time. Watch him. The Icelandic kid, Ramsden, Dennis and Maria. And I'm tempted to start him. I'm tempted to play him ahead of McKennie. But sod it. Now, we'll keep him on the bench. We'll bring on for the final 5 minutes. Yeah, Dennis and Maria, they're not going to come off the bench, obviously. Here we go. Champions League semi-final. Arsenal, just don't beat us by more than 5. It's yours. Have it. Yeah, we are Arsenal having their last match. Go out there and get revenge if you want. Or not. I don't mind either way, to be honest. I couldn't care less. We're leading the league on match day 38. We were praying for the slip-up, and we got it. And when your prayers are answered, you don't turn them down. Why just score an early first goal tonight? That would be amazing. Tielemans on the ball though, has it dispossessed by Sterling, and away goes Raheem. Down the left, and there's two blue shirts in the middle. One is Pedro Antonio. Oh, great save by the guy. If we would have gone one goal up inside the first 3 minutes with a backup team, that would be incredible. Great stop though, still goalless. Jason's corner, cleared away, and the volley goes wide, and it's still 0-0. Jason to McKennie. I'll tell you, we started this game off well here with Rabiot stepping in from the left-hand side, feeding it into our number 9, who's beaten one. Oh, and he's at the post as well. Pedro Antonio is up for this tonight. He scored the late goal against Brighton. He knows now as well he'll be on the bench for the weekend game against the Borough. He's trying to prove he should be in the starting 11 for that game. But he's at the post. He had a great one-on-one shot saved as well. We're doing good out there. Right now, it's all Cardiff City. All Arsenal need tonight is 1 goal and they're through. Because they're not going to score 5. And of course, they'll have that away goal, which we didn't score in London. Yet instead, we're putting Arsenal on the back foot. It's the element of surprise. The 4-4-2 in the weekend lineup. And Pedro Antonio again should have scored 3 golden chances. Twice in woodwork. We've had 3 clear-cut chances in 35 minutes. I'm disappointed it's still 0-0. Well, it's half-time. It's 0-0. But we've had chances to take a lead. And if Pedro Antonio scored just 1 of those chances, this second half could be a lot more different. Instead, I'll say to the boys here, we are Arsenal winning the last match once again, and we'll individually criticise the attack and the midfield as well. But again, we're not really that bothered either way. But still, based on that first half display, there's time for us to get a goal and at least make them sweat a little bit. Again, all Arsenal need is 1 goal tonight, which I'm sure they're going to get at some point anyway. But as Neres dispossessed by Raheem, it drops straight to that number 22. Scored in the first leg, and this time fires over. They'll have a rocket up their backside heading into the second half here. Because that first half display, there's no way Pep would have been satisfied with that. Still 0-0. All they need is the 1 goal. I can't have not got it yet. Instead, we've looked a better team out there tonight, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But as Rabiot was on the ball down left-hand side, Raheem's on the overlap, but Piero takes it in himself, finds Pedro Antonio. Oh, and there it is. 4th time's the charm for Pedro Antonio. And the Portuguese number 9 gets his second in 2. And with half an hour to go, it's Cardiff 1, Arsenal 0 and 3-1 over 2 legs. Rabiot steps in field. Nice through ball to Pedro Antonio. Takes a touch, and how about that? Places it into the far post, and it's 1-0. Now, do I bring on one of our starters here? There is temptation, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to bring on the Icelandic kid for Weston McKennie to play alongside Jason for the final 25. I've just brought on Maria for Ryan Dunphy for the final 10 minutes, just in case we get a second goal. Stefano. Oh, Pedro Antonio has had so many chances tonight. The fact he's only scored 1 is disappointing. 7 minutes to go in the game as Dean finds the Icelandic kid who's driving forward. Go on, son. Go on. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Oh, Pedro Antonio, how many chances? We've had 5 clear-cut chances tonight. It's disappointing we're only leading by 1 goal. I can't believe I'm saying that. Well, that is an absolutely ridiculous way to bow out of the Champions League. But there it is. The full-time whistle is about to be blown any second now. Arsenal have made it through by a 3-1 aggregate scoreline, as we win the battle but lose to Whereas Pedro Antonio's teasing the goalkeeper. And there it is. I can't believe that. We actually won the game. We had the fucking Icelandic kid coming off the bench in the game, yet we still managed to win it with a B team. That is extraordinary. And, you know, Henrik Larsson says the performance is disappointing. What? What are you talking about, Henrik? We won the game with a reserve side out there. So I'm going to say passionately, despite the result, I'm pleased performance out there because I am. What are you talking about? What are you on about? You're switching off and confused. We beat Arsenal with this lineup. We didn't even concede a goal or a clear-cut chance. Pedro Antonio looks delighted, but he missed about 4 one-on-ones. I don't even know what this is about, but fuck it. 1-0 the final score, 3-1 over 2 legs. We waved the white flag and we still managed to come away with a win, which is unbelievable. But hey, I couldn't care less. We enter the final day of the Premier League and all I care about is if we win match day 38, we're crowned champions for the first time of the save. And that is all I'm bothered about. Arsenal, have your Champions League. Good luck in the final. Do it for England, or Britain, I should say. And I could not care less. I'm not bothered. Look, we're top of the fucking table, alright? And that's all I care about right now. So, that will do it then. Thank you very much for watching what has been one of the most bizarre episodes of any Football Manager series you've ever watched. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. Help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a great evening, and I'll see you for the final game and the final day of the Premier League, where if Cardiff City beat Middlesbrough in South Wales, we will be crowned champions for the first time ever. No pressure. So thanks for watching. Have an awesome, awesome evening. Much love, and hopefully I'll see you for another episode which is not dramatic as this one, but as positive as this one very soon. Bye now.